morning, everyone. Happy Monday. It's December 12th. Look where I'm back in my sewing room. All right, so made it back yesterday. Didn't do any filming yesterday. I kind of told you that'd be the case, though. I was literally in the car all day long listening to an audiobook, which wasn't too bad. It was a nice, uneventful ride home. Look at that project right there. Anyway, so I'm home. I'm going to do a little bit of unpacking this morning. Got the kids off to school. This is their last week of school before winter break. And Wednesday, Thursday, Friday this week, they don't go into school until like 12:45. So the morning hours are spent for kids that maybe need a little help, like making up tests, or it's like their finals week, or just need a little bit more help with teachers and that kind of thing before the finals. And then they're taking finals. So they just have 2 classes a day, basically, on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And they're just taking their finals. So that means parents have to get the kids to school if they don't have to be in early Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, which is a little annoying. But thankfully, we live in a neighborhood where we have a ton of kids that are my kids' age. So they're not quite driving yet. This time in the spring, my kids will be able to drive themselves to this, but they're not quite there yet. So close, but not quite there yet. So I am carpooling with 2 other moms. So I just have to do one morning. Our high school is gigantic. And any kind of drop-off situation gives me anxiety because it's so crowded. It's like going to a concert. Anyway, so we've got to get that going on this week. But today, I'm going to get things unpacked. The winter capsule came out by the time you've watched this, you'll have already seen my plans for my winter capsule. I am making a few things, but I mean, I think it's always going to be that way because there's always going to be new things that I want to make. But for the most part, I'm pulling a lot of this from my current wardrobe, and the things that I am making are things that I had wanted to make for the fall. There's a couple of new things, but are basically things that I wanted to make for the fall and just didn't get a chance to. So anyway, I'm very excited. And actually, this is kind of a sneak peek, a little bit of some of my color palette right there. That's one of the items. So I'm going to be filming that today. I'm waiting for my laundry, though, to get out because there's a few pieces in the laundry that I want to be able to put onto my rack for my winter wardrobe. So that's what I'm doing today. I'm going to unpack a little bit. I've got, and these aren't in my wardrobe plans, but I got a couple of the Minerva, their new exclusive prints, and their French Terry, because I wanted to try that out. So I ordered 2 prints, and those have arrived. That's finally come in stock, and I got those actually right before I left for my parents. There's my mirror. Right before I left for my parents, I got those. So they've been washed and stuff, and I'll show you those here in a minute because I haven't sewn with them yet. They're still yardage, but they feel amazing. I'm grabbing one right now. So I'll show you guys about those as well. And they kind of helped inspire my color palette for winter a little bit. But my color palette falls in line with what Jen from Everyday Style kind of put together for that capsule. So that never happens, that I have like pretty much the same palette that she has picked. Anyway, that is kind of what I've got going on for today. I don't know that any sewing is going to get done, although I am in a pattern test that will need to get done this week. I have a lot of sewing that's going to be done this week, a lot, but probably not today, just because I am unpacking and also filming and editing and uploading. I've got the newsletter that needs to go out this evening, as well as something else that I'm working on behind the scenes needs to happen today. So it's going to be computer work as well as filming. So that's what I've got. I will check back in when I have done my filming. Okay, so I just finished kind of unpacking a little bit from being in Missouri. I do have my bag full of stuff that I'd cut out in anticipation of that trip. That's just going to sit here in this bag because I'll just pull them out as I'm sewing. I'm still waiting on the dryer to finish up this last load, and then I'm going to go put makeup on and do my filming. But before I got into that, I wanted to show you the Minerva fabric. So this is they've got their exclusive prints on a viscose challis, which you guys have seen me use quite a few times. Love it. On a sweater knit that I've not tried, and then on this French Terry, this cotton spandex French Terry. And I grabbed 2 prints when they were still being pre-ordered, and it feels fantastic. I've not made anything with them yet, but I have washed and dried both of these. So this was the first one that I picked up. I love the colors. And it kind of has it's not really animal print-ish, but it kind of has that feeling a little bit. And then the other one was this print. Isn't that pretty? Just kind of just real warm, and I don't know, really, really love that. And so between these prints, and then I am making, and you guys will have seen this already, this beautiful Shacket fabric. That's the double-sided. It's got the black on the inside, but it's nice and thick for, I'm going to make the Hey June Fairmont Shacket out of this. I could just see like a color palette emerging, which is exactly what I went with for my winter kind of capsule. So a little more muted than normal. I mean, I'm still going to have like dopamine dressing in my wardrobe, but for the most part, this is going to be my capsule for winter. And actually these two aren't playing a part in my winter capsule because I have not decided what to do with those yet. But those will probably get made up sooner rather than later. So that, and in addition to the Indonesian batik that I'm making the Elodie dress out of, like those all spoke to me, which is why I decided to add just a little bit of black into my wardrobe. Again, nothing like up close to my face. I mean, even these, it's just, you know, an accent piece. So this color here is basically what's gonna be up by my face. In addition to this, there's black in this as well, but I can wear this, you know, warmer colors up by my face. And you guys have already seen this. I'm getting ready to film it, but you will have already seen this by the time you're watching this, which is why I'm just bringing a couple of pairs of black pants into my wardrobe, just to kind of tie those together a little bit. Also, I'm doing the Costco wine advent calendar again this year. And I took 4 of the wines because when I went back to Missouri, it was on the 4th. So I had opened up the first 4 days and I took those back to Missouri with me. And my dad and I drank on them because my mom was on heavy pain medication. Although she was off the heavy pain medication and just on like Tylenol by the time, like extra strength Tylenol by the time I left. So the very last night I was there, she was able to have a glass of wine. My parents enjoy a good glass of wine in the evenings with dinner. But I just had to show you guys this one. So this, I don't even remember which day this was. And again, I'm behind on my own calendar. My mom's got it as well. So we opened up, because my sister was also over, and we were drinking some of it. I think days 8, 9, and 10 we opened up at their house. And they were good. So I'm excited to open them up at my house. But the 1st through the 4th, this Hungarian white wine called the Disheveled Tailor. That's going to come up backwards probably for you all. I had to keep the bottle though. Isn't that hilarious? I'm like, oh my gosh, it's me. I'm the Disheveled Tailor. It was really good though. It was a white wine. And it was a dry white wine. But anyway, from Hungary. Anyway, I just thought that was funny and wanted to share that. I decided to keep that bottle just because I'm like, oh, I've got to keep that one. We'll do something with it. That's just really funny. These are like little half bottles for the wine. Anyway, as you can see, that pile of fabric right there needs to be serged so I can launder it. I grabbed, so one of my viewers sent me an email saying that Fabric Mart was having a sale. I like Fabric Mart fabric. It's an online fabric shop. They're just kind of hit or miss on what they've got. They're not really a place I go to for staple piece, you know, like my core, like basic pieces, just because it's very hit or miss, like what you can find with them. But they do have some really cool stuff that every now and again you can hit on some really good pieces. But I grabbed, well, they were having a sale on their designer fabrics, and a viewer had sent me an email and they're like, oh my gosh, have you seen, they've got some Liberty prints at Fabric Mart, and one of them has snakes on it, and I know how your daughter feels about that. So, and they're very subtle. So I grabbed this Liberty print for my daughter. See the little bitty snakes? And I did this while I was in Missouri, and it arrived while I was still in Missouri. So anyway, I showed this to her last night, and I said, look at this. And she got up close, and she was like, oh my gosh, those are snakes. And I said, they are. So I think I'm going to do, this is Liberty Tana Lawn. It's gorgeous. But I think I'm going to do a pair of pajamas for her in the spring. So I won't do anything with this right now, but in the spring, she thought that sounded fun to do, like, probably the Carolyn pajamas, the Closet Core pattern Carolyn pajamas, short sleeves with the shorts, as the weather starts to warm up. So I grabbed that for her. But of course, while I was over there, I had to grab one for myself too. I mean, Liberty is just delightful. I think I grabbed her, does it say here? I grabbed her, I can feel the tag. There it is. I grabbed 3 yards for her, so that should be enough to do a pair of Carolyn pajamas. I'll probably pipe them and just really go all out for those for her. And then I just grabbed 2 yards of this for myself because I thought the colors were fun. I have a Liberty button-up shirt, and it is an old McCall's button. It's no longer in print. Button-up shirt pattern. It was one of the first button-up shirt patterns I made for myself, and they fit me okay. But I made one in this beautiful Liberty. You guys have seen me wear it before. Liberty print. Love it. Again, it gapes a little bit at the bust, but it's a busy print. You can't really tell. And I can't remember. It's like 6196. McCall's 6196 maybe. Anyway, I love that shirt. So I thought maybe I needed another button-up shirt as well in another Liberty print. So I grabbed 2 yards of this. I can get a button-up shirt out of 2 yards when it's wide. And this is, 54 inches wide. But yeah, it was, it was still $21 a yard, but that's still much cheaper than what you can normally find Liberty Tunnel on. So, yep, grab those two. So I just wanted to show those to you guys. Okay, I'm feeling chatty now that I'm home and like back in my sewing place. I'm feeling chatty, so I'm going to be filming tomorrow's video, so who knows how chatty this video is going to be. But anyway, I just wanted to share those with you all. So I am going to... waiting for the dryer to stop, but I'm going to serge up all of this so that all of this can get washed, so then it'll be ready to sew when I'm ready to sew it. And that has been, that's my Distashify fabric for December, so that's been sitting there for a while. And then my husband and son's shirt fabric for their shirts is under there. I've not done anything with those yet. It's fine. Okay, so I'm going to go serge those so I can get all that laundered and yeah, go put on some makeup and do some filming. So I'll check back in later. Morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday the 13th. I never came back on and said goodnight last night. I apologize for that. I am in my sewing room. I'm going to do some sewing today. A lot of sewing, actually. My kids just got on the bus. My daughter just realized she left her art project at home. So for painting, her painting class. So I got to figure out how to get that to her. You, this is their last week of school. Today's their last full day. Then they go into finals tomorrow, Thursday, and Friday. So they're only at school part of the day for 2 blocks. So that's super fun. Anyway, so that's what I've got going on today. So I got to figure out how to do that. But I'm going to be sewing all day long. So I will take you guys along with me on that ride. Okay, let's get going. Okay, guys, I have been very busy. It has felt so good to be back in my sewing room. I finished the Nick's dress, and I'm going to show that to you here real quick. Then I'm going to go up and switch over laundry, fill up my water glass, maybe grab a little snack, and then I'm going to come back here and work. I've got gray thread in my serger right now, so I think I'm going to stick with that. I've got a skirt for my daughter and a cardigan for my daughter that I wanted to work on. That's one of the cutout items sitting here. And then I think I can switch to brown serger thread and do the rest of this, which is the Elodie. I've got the Wexford knit dress, and then I can start cutting out other things. I also have a pattern test that I'm working on right now. I may not do anything with that today. I may wait till tomorrow, but making good progress. So I'm going to show you the dress real quick. All right, I am very pleased with how this has come out. This is a cotton voile, so it's very thin, but with all the gathering that is in this dress, I feel like it's going to be fine. It'd be great for the spring, but I think Jenny could easily layer this up like over a turtleneck or something, and it would be wonderful. But I'm just so pleased. I think she's going to really love this. With the 3 tiers, it's got elastic here at the waist, and then I did the little rouleau loops with the little buttons. These are vintage buttons I had in my stash. At one point, they cost 25 cents. So, and there were 5 on the card, and I needed 5, and I think those work really, really well with the dress. So, I also got new tags. I shopped the Black Friday sale at Dutch Label Shop and got, because I was almost out of tags, and got some more tags. So these are, actually, I didn't realize that I'd ordered a pale pink background, but they are a very pale pink background with my Tomcat Stitchery in orange, which I actually kind of like, because I kind of have that peachy pale pink in my, my brand kit. It's that, if you look at my website, I've got kind of that color as well. So I think it'll work just fine. anyway, very pleased. Okay, so Jenny's coming over this evening to get photos and all that kind of stuff in these 3 pieces. She's tried on the 2 tops, but obviously I kept them because we didn't have time to get photos at that point. She has not tried on the dress yet, although she's tried on, I made the top version for her as well, and that fit just great. So I think this is going to be fine and fit her really, really well. But the dress is what she's most excited about. So I'm really excited for her to see that tonight. So anyway, stay tuned for that. That'll be, well, by the time you're seeing this, you will have already seen her in all of this because that's Friday's video. So if you haven't watched it yet, you can go back and do that. All right, I am going to stop for right now, go do a couple of household things, and I will check back in with what else I get done sewing today. Morning, everyone. Happy Wednesday. It is the 14th. I didn't come back on and say anything to you last night. So Jenny came over. We filmed Friday's video and got all that done. She's taken her pieces home, which is great. I do still have, I'm making her I made her a white shirt in one of my in-person classes. It was the demo shirt that I did, and I just haven't put the buttons on, which really won't take me very long. But I finished my Elodie. There it is back there. Except it needs I find it a little fussy the way that they finish off the hole for the tie opening because it's a wrap dress. I just prefer to put in a buttonhole. So I'm going to set up my little Bernina that's still all wrapped up from being in Missouri for buttonholes because I need to also put the buttonholes on my sister's coat. So anyway, I'm going to go eat real quick and then come down and do some, buttonholes and then just buttons on that white shirt. I just need to get that finished, get it off my table. It's been ridiculous how long that's taken me. So anyway, that is what I have got going on right now. And then I have 3 knit projects. If I could get all 3 of those done today, I'd be feeling very accomplished. So that is kind of my goal for today, to get through these knit projects. And it's my Wexford, a cardigan pattern for my daughter. And then a skirt pattern for my daughter. My kids are on their finals week this week, so they don't go to school until, here in about an hour, they'll head to school about noon, which is just the way that they do finals week for today, tomorrow, and Friday. So that's what we've got going on. And then they're finished for the winter break, which is crazy. Okay, I just want to come on and say hi, and I will keep you updated with my progress as I go along. Okay, it is 1:30. I have, I'll walk while I'm talking to you, finished my Elodie and put that pass-through spot. I'll show it to you in just a second. I'm in the future filming space here. Finished the buttons on Jenny's shirt, which I hadn't even cut open those buttonholes yet. And I got buttons and buttonholes on my sister's jacket. Pretty sure I gritted my teeth the entire time, but I got them on, so I'll show them to you. All right, so Jenny's shirt is all set and ready to go. I also have a drawer open down here. Oh, sorry. Ugh. Rummaging. And then my sister's jacket has the buttons and buttonholes on it. Very cute. And then the Elodie is all set and ready to go. I got the buttonhole in back here so that I can pass the tie through. So there we go. Those are all ready. So now I'm going to work on my 3 knit projects. All right, so my kids are gone. They're at school. So my plan is to make that cardigan, the No Me patterns, the Alyssa threads. I think it's ME2003. We're going to do that cardigan, get that made up for her. And then I have a Styla skirt, knit skirt that I grabbed when they had their sale. I think it was before Black Friday. But I grabbed the knit skirt pattern, and I'm going to get that all made up for my daughter as well. And then the Wexford dress for myself. So let's get sewing. And again, I'll check back in with you guys. Okay, it is 4:15. I'm calling it a day. My husband and I have to go pick up my kids. My kids now have a vehicle. They have a Jeep, Cherokee. And so we had a headlight out, so we're going to go pick that up really quick. We got that fixed. And anyway, and then I've got my 7th grade girls life group tonight. So really quickly wrapping up tonight, not forgetting to say goodnight to you guys, but I want to show you what I finished up. All right, so this is the Know Me Patterns ME 2003, I think. But this is the little cropped cardigan. Isn't that cute? I made it in the merino wool from the fabric store. I'll talk more about this. This is going to be for my daughter's Christmas gift, so I'm doing this quick before she gets home from school. I changed a lot about the instructions, how I actually sewed this up. But I think it's going to be super cute with this knit skirt. It's a Ponte knit skirt. It's the Laconia by Styla Patterns. It's a knit skirt pattern. I did the one with the slit. It's the midi length. This is some heather gray Ponte that I had left over from my mom's Parker Ponte pants, but I think that's going to be a really cute little outfit. Plus, you could wear it with, she can mix and match. These are both in her color palette, so mix and match those two pieces as well. So there we have it. All in all, a pretty good day. I did not get to my Wexford, but I'll do that tomorrow. So anyway, I'm feeling pretty good about things. And then I can do another cutting out session tomorrow after I'm finished with my Wexford. That's the last thing in this cutout pile that I have left to make. So I'll do that tomorrow. That shouldn't take me too long. And then get started on cutting out another batch. Okay, that's all I have for today, guys. I will see you guys again tomorrow. Hi, everyone. Okay, happy Thursday, the 15th. Okay. I just took my children and two of the other neighbor boys to school because, again, they're on this half day. The traffic's been ridiculous. But got them there. They're dropped off. It is 12:45 now, and I'm sitting here editing tomorrow's video to get that all sent off. But I'm sitting here answering emails. Marlene, if you are watching this, Marlene sent me an email via my website, so via the form on my website, asking about winter capsule colors for a calm spring, and I can't reply to you. I keep getting a message saying that your inbox is full or that you can't receive email. So I am answering your question and trying to send you a reply back, and it's not allowing me. So if you are Marlene that emailed me a question about winter capsule colors for a calm summer, send me, you may need to check your inbox. It can't receive emails or something. And maybe send me another email because I do have a response for you, and I hate that I can't get it to you. That really bothers me. I want to make, I really try, I answer everybody. So it may take me a little bit longer, but I do answer everyone's emails. So anyway, just send me another email if you're not getting a response to that. So anyway, I just want to put that out there. Okay, for today, I'm going to edit and upload this video real quick so that that can go out. You guys are staring at my back of my neighbor's. God, my backyard does not look pretty in the winter months, does it? You can just totally see my neighbor's houses. I promise it's much prettier in the spring, in summer. I'm going to do that and then go downstairs and sew my Wexford dress. That shouldn't take me very long. And then I'm going to start cutting out the next batch of things. So that is my plan right now and what I'm going to get doing. So yeah, I feel like I made good progress yesterday and hopefully can make some more today. All right, I'll check back in with you as soon as I get to the sewing part. Good morning. Good morning. Nope. Good afternoon. It's Friday, the 16th. Okay. I'm not feeling great. But I have gotten a lot of stuff cut out. I'm going to show you what I've done. I didn't check back in last night, but I was listening to a book on tape, a audiobook, not on tape. It's all digital, that my mom had recommended to me called Awful Grace, I think. I think that's right. Anyway, it was really good. Had like a little murder mystery to it, and I just got sucked into it last night. So while I was sucked into listening to that after dinner, I started cutting stuff out. So let me show you what I've cut out real quick. All right, so my goal for 2023 is just to be working with some different pattern companies. I just think that that's good and, get me out of my box a little bit. So I actually have 3 seam work patterns cut out here. This is the Takara dress, I believe, which is kind of a cocoon style dress. I may end up cutting it into a top, but I'm excited to try that one. I have the Lisa cardigan, the Lisa cardigan that's here, and then oh gosh, what's this one called? It starts with an N. It's one of their newer ones. It's a pair of pants. Anyway, I'm excited to try all those. And then I've got my Hey June Handmade Shacket that I am, I think I've already told you guys about that I'm making that. That's for a Sew the Look for next week. So got to get that done. And then I have a 5th project that is a pattern test that I can't show you right now, but I have cut into the bright yellow cotton twill. So I am feeling pretty good about where I'm standing there. I have a lot of sewing that needs to happen this weekend because I really need those 5 pieces. Plus I have in that cotton twill, that bright yellow from Stashify, instead of doing the Mackenzie set, I may still do the jacket, but I wanted to go ahead and try out the Miriam trousers by Cashmerette before I cut into my wool. So, and I thought that might be kind of a fun pair of pants to have. So I don't have those cut out yet, but I do have the fabric all laid out because I cut out something else that I can't tell you about yet in that yellow cotton twill. So I've got the fabric all laid out and ready to be cut. But I thought I'd go ahead and sew these 5 things first before I cut anything else out. So that's a good number for me. 5 things to have them cut out, and then I can sew through them, and then I can do the next batch cutting. So feeling good about that. And yeah, I think I'm going to stop for just a little bit. It's 1:30. Yeah, I'm just not feeling great. So take a little bit of a rest. My kids are at school, so while the house is relatively quiet, maybe take a little bit of a rest and then come back here and hit the sewing machines later this afternoon, evening, if I'm feeling a little bit better later. And definitely I'll be back in here Saturday and Sunday this weekend, so I'll catch up with you then. So sorry today's a little bit late. But yeah, I'm going to try and get my body feeling a little bit better. All right, I'll check in again with you all tomorrow. Good morning, everyone. Happy Saturday, Saturday the 17th. Okay, I'm feeling okay. I took the rest of the day off yesterday. I was just really tired. I feel like I'm fighting something off, to be honest. I had a really good night's sleep last night, so that's good. Had some coffee this morning. It's 11 o'clock now. Anyway, my family are all doing their own little things. And I'm sitting down because I've got 5 things cut out. One of which is one I can't show you because it is a pattern test. Probably show that to you here soon, before too long. But anyway, I'm going to just sit down here and just peacefully sew. We're starting to get towards the end of the year, obviously. And I like to take the week between Christmas and New Year's off. So that means pre-recording videos so that videos still go up during that time. So I have a lot of filming to do this coming week. Not a lot, but a decent amount. And then and get all those edited and uploaded. And then it'll be Christmas and I can take a little bit of a break. I do have some wrapping that needs to happen next week. Just a few things that got sent after I'd gotten back from my parents' house. I was waiting on a couple of things for my brother-in-law and my father-in-law, actually. And then my son just got his sister her gift. So all that stuff still needs to be wrapped. I'll enlist him to help me. And yeah, but then, I think the kids are going to make cookies this week. But really, then we're ready for Christmas. So that's exciting. So I don't have a ton related to that to do. So that really helps. So I'm just going to have a very peaceful Saturday and I'm going to sew. And I am really hopeful to get this pattern test, which I don't think will take me very long, and my Shacket done today. So I have a lot of buttonholes to do with these 5 projects. Like 3 of the 5 need buttonholes. So anyway, we're going to go and see how that gets on, and I will check back in with you as I go. Okay, guys, it is 4:40. So I have been at it for, I stopped a couple of times, but 5 hours. What time did I start down here? 11. So yeah, 5.5 hours. Anyway, I have got my Shacket done and I got my test pattern all finished. So I just have those 3 knit projects that I could work on tomorrow and I'm feeling pretty good about that. But let me show you the Shacket real quick. All right, so there's my Sew the Look. You guys will be seeing that, I think, on Tuesdays when I'm going to do this. This is one of the style Maker Sew the Looks that I did back in September. I made the dress a little bit longer than the inspiration dress, but Very excited about this. I've got the buttons are from Style Maker. I think those look so good. I did horizontal buttonholes on this to give it more of a jacket. I did end up using, I finished off the top of the collar with bias tape. I used a contrasting fabric for the inside of the yoke. Oh, and for the undercollar, something else, and for the undercollar, which I think is kind of fun, the different plaids, but they're the same light color family. And then the hem, which is, I've got a very deep hem, which is really hard on a curved hem, but I did bias binding on that as well. And feeling really good about it, and really loving this pattern. This is the Hey June Handmade Fairmount Shacket. So it's meant to use thicker fabrics. So I did use the thinner fabric on the inside of the yoke and the undercollar, but other than that, oh, and also on the under part of the flap. But other than that, everything else is this double-sided plaid from Style Maker. So it's the kind of the cotton flannel on one side, and then it's got this black kind of a flannel, I guess, on the other side, which just makes it really warm. So I'm really looking forward to wearing this. I think this might actually get quite a bit of wear as the weather is nice and cold now. Okay, so there you have it. Definitely a lot more sewing this week than last week. What else? Let's see. More sewing this coming week. Like I mentioned, a little bit more Christmas things. We're going to be making some cookies. I got to finish gift wrapping, although there's not much of that left to do. So yeah, I'm feeling pretty good about things with Christmas and the rest of the sewing that I need to get done. So I want to finish these knit projects, or as close as I can, because these are the rest of my Distashify makes. Or not the rest. I still need a pair of pants out of that bright orange cotton twill. I did my test pattern in that, but I'd like to get a pair of pants out if at all possible, and they are ready to be cut. They are all, the pattern's already out there, so maybe that as well this week. But then I think I'm pretty much done sewing for before Christmas. I didn't get around to making my son or my husband their shirts, or my son his pants, so he'll just wear the corduroy pants from last year. But to be honest, once I laundered that shirting that I bought for them, it's pretty thin. I think that's going to make better long sleeve button-up shirts for the warmer weather that they can wear over shorts, because it is a thinner fabric. And I just didn't realize that until I washed it in the oh my gosh, what am I trying to think of? The sizing that's on the fabric, came off. So, which it's supposed to, but anyway, so I'm not feeling too bad about that. There is going to be more men. He's not a boy anymore. So more men sewing, coming in 2023. So we have that to look forward to. But I think I'm going to call it for the end of the vlog today. This may be actually a lengthier one. So, that is it for today. Thank you for joining me this week, and I will see you again next week.